to reach the bounce.
Hello again guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Alad for Set Play Gaming. This is the FIFA 23 Stevenage career mode. It's the road to glory with Aidy Boothroyd, episode 57, season 2. And we're going to jump straight into today's episode. We don't have any business to take care of. We're looking at the fixtures to finish off match 2024. We have two league matches, one against Crewe Alexandra, the other against Forest Green. But the main focus, the one that you've all been waiting for, is the Papa John's Trophy final, which is at the end of the month against Derby County. Strap yourselves in. Hopefully we can get some wins in the league, and hopefully we can do our boys proud and win the cup. Let's see how we get on. Alright, so we're taking on Crewe Alexandra in this league game, and this is a team that we've beaten before. We can't take anything for granted, but if we play to our full potential, this should be a home win banker for us. And opening few minutes, you see Murdoch down the left, he's going to play this in, Norris on the turn, and Davy Richards with the save. Norris thought he'd grabbed himself a goal there. Great chest down, looking for that far corner. And we know Davy Richards is a good goalkeeper, it's not like we're just going to be able to walk this one, but we want to establish our dominance. And look at this, opening 10-15 minutes, Kinsella allowed to take a shot, and what a shot it is. Liam Kinsella with a great finish.
Well, just watch this again. A change of pace, a change of direction, and a decent finish.
Poor defending that from Crewe, especially Connor Thomas, who just allows him, once he makes that little spin in midfield, he just gives up. No wonder Crewe are in the relegation zone. And here's Frankham, back to Faulkner, into Johnson. Johnson down the wing to Frankham, and Frankham's got the overlap, chips it in just before the half hour, and then Norris brings it down and lashes it in past Davy Richards. That's kind of what our trademark has become now with those wing backs, is just to try and get it into the box. And you're looking at Norris, you're looking at Nichols, you're looking at Gilby, anybody that's making a run into the box, just try and pick them out. And then just before half time, we'll see Hoskins on the turn, get away from Offord. Hoskins, still Hoskins, and he's going to bring out a great shot from Davy Richards. Been a solid addition since we signed him, Sam Hoskins. So we go in at the break, 2 goals up, and basically just try and do what we did in the first half. Johnson on the turn, into Hoskins. Hoskins, great turn, drops the shoulder, and then a kick save by Davy Richards. That was on the 52nd minute. And then look at this counter-attack. Norris into Hoskins. Hoskins is away. He's away at the races. A great chance here, but look at this. Luke Offord brings him down, and the referee says, early bath for you, son. We're not taking any of that. And then Hoskins from the free kick tries to bend it in. Davy Richards collides with the post, but manages to keep the ball out. You'll see here. Oh, that looks like it hurt. 75 minutes, we would pile on the pressure and get our third goal. Frankham into Norris. Norris, edge of the 6-yard box. You know the rest. You know the rest. He's made himself, he's forged himself a career in the lower league, scoring like that. Frankham over to Taylor. Taylor into James Wilding. James Wilding drops the shoulder. There's the shot. Almost getting his goal. And we are piling on the pressure now. The 88th minute. Taylor is going to play it back here to Hoskins. Hoskins with a near post delivery, and Norris is there. How about that for a finish? Luke Norris with his hat-trick.
Well, as you can see, they don't come much better than this. It's a goal of the highest quality.
I think if Crewe had have managed to keep themselves to 11 players, I think they would have frustrated us and we only get a 2 or 3 goal win. But this basically just epitomises what's happened. They've just fell apart now. James Wilding, Richards makes the save, and he follows up with the header. 5-0. This is one of our biggest wins in career mode save. On this save, certainly. The 96th minute. So in stoppage time, we pile on the misery. Norris collects the match ball, and we rout Crewe Alexandra by 5-0 on to the next match against Forest Green. Alright, so as we take on Forest Green Rovers in the final league match of March, and the week before the Papa John's Trophy final, so just trying to basically avoid not picking up any injuries, really. Gumbo gives it away, Cabezas with a great chance, 13 minutes in, and Harvey Cartwright makes a sensational stop at the front post. Gumbo, as you remember, just getting himself back to fitness after the dislocated shoulder. A nice move here, you see Hawkins peels off, knocks it down, and look at that, route one. We've seen that move before, and when you've got somebody with that kind of height advantage, you're going to use him, aren't you? Unfortunately, Hawkins does stay down there. So, I don't know what that means. We'll have to see what the injury is at the end of the game. But Danny Rose with the goal, poaching there inside the box. Hawkins had 2 men on him, but he still managed to provide the assist. And then Forest Green come back at us here. Regan Hendry into Cabezas, but his shot lifted over the crossbar. One of the things I've been trying to focus on here, guys, is you know, specifically because we should be a defensive team. So that's kind of what I've been trying to focus on, and trying to spring attacks more or less from counter-attacks rather than, you know, trying to dominate the game and dominate possession. You see Teddy Brooks there just before half-time taking a shot. So Danny Rose's goal gives us a 1-0 lead at half-time on away soil. Kinsella into Hawkins. Hawkins brings it down. There's the shot, and a great save by Joko Anderson. This guy's been on our radar. Fancy having a move for him in the summer. You'll see here, Hawkins dragged down. Actually, a really bad challenge. The referee doesn't end up booking him, and I thought, to be honest, I thought that was a yellow card at least for that challenge. And then Davis into Fiabema. Fiabema tries to turn. Gumbo takes the touch and then loses it to Hendry. Back to Fiabema. Fiabema ends up blasting it wide when he should have had more composure there. 5 minutes to go, and they're going to put the pressure on. Song Si-woo is going to dribble this past Piergianni, lets him into the box, and then a near post shot beats Cartwright. You know, we've played so well defensively to keep them out, and then just to allow him to run into the box there and take that near post shot. And then Cartwright, he knows he can do better. He shouldn't be just, you know, doing that. Disappointment for Boothroyd, especially after having the win and defending so well. But we end up with a 1-1 draw here. So not ideal, but at the same time, at least we didn't lose. Hawkins does pick up an injury, so we'll have to check on that and see what comes of it. Let me know in the comments what you think of the match. Alright, so bad news. Oliver Hawkins has suffered a sprained knee injury. He's going to be missing for 4 weeks. We try and get him back to fitness. In all likelihood, Luke Norris will start the final against Derby County. We're going to take a look now at the EFL League 1 standings. At the end of March, Cardiff City with a 13-point lead over Peterborough in second, and Wycombe, Charlton, Ipswich and Lincoln are in the playoffs at the minute. As things stand, Fleetwood and Bolton just outside the playoffs on 61 points and 59 points in 7th and 8th. And then dropping down into mid-table, we can see Rotherham in 9th, Wigan in 10th, 11th Derby County, and we are 12th with 13 wins from 39 games. Goal difference has taken a bit of a pounding, but hopefully can keep it in the positive. Stockport are 16th, moving down into the bottom half of the table. Plymouth have dropped down to 17th, not a good position for them. In the bottom 4, Crewe, Alexandra, Accrington, Port Vale and AFC Wimbledon continue with their struggles, and Shrewsbury just outside of that. Alright, this is it. Arguably one of the biggest matches of our career mode save thus far, and we're taking on Derby County in the Papa John's Trophy final. And the main discussion point is whether Hawkins, what we're going to do about Hawkins not being able to play. And Boothroyd basically saying we've got an excellent squad, players to come in and do a job in his position. Mainly Norris, because he is the top scorer in this competition for us. He's done very well. He's mainly one of the reasons why we've got this far. So here we are at Wembley, fantastic atmosphere. This is our lineup for the final. You see Cartwright in goal, Frankham and Murdoch on the wings, Drysdale, Piagiani, Agumbo, and then Taylor, Reeves and Gilby with Norris and Nichols up top. That's a very strong side. Frankham mainly because we're going for the defensive aspect down that right. So opening 12 minutes, Gilby to Taylor, Taylor into Norris on the turn, here he is, Norris, and he fires it over the crossbar. Will Smith probably had that covered, but already showing his intentions. It's a fantastic effort, lots of power. And then Derby themselves are going to get chances, and obviously they come forward. James Collins, it was laid off by Masura, and then Collins on his left, he tried to ping that into the near post. I think Cartwright had that covered too. So both sides missing chances in the opening exchanges. And then 35 minutes in, Norris back to Taylor. Look at that pass from Taylor out wide to Frankham, and look at this, great delivery, and look at that control, and look at that goal. Jake Reeves. And of all the players who deserve to celebrate and who deserve to get a goal in the final, Jake Reeves is one of them. A guy that was with us in League 2. Lovely chest trap. And it sits up nicely for him to volley it past Will Smith. You see there, Erin Cashin gets sat down. Tried an acrobatic clearance, it didn't work. A lovely finish from Jake Reeves. And look at Aidy Boothroyd. 1 foot, 1 hand on the trophy right now. And then we go in at half time. It's a 1-goal lead thanks to Jake Reeves' goal. And so far the tactics are working. One side of Wembley is red, one side of Wembley is white. Which one will emerge as the winner? And then 10 minutes after half time, another counter attack by us. It's going to come to Reeves. Reeves into Frankham. Frankham on the overlap yet again. Crosses it in. And there is Luke Norris. The hands, both hands clasped firmly on the trophy now. Into the near post. Will Smith can't believe it. Lovely little dink to the edge of the 6-yard box. Another attempted clearance by Cashin is a failed clearance. Look, he tried this in the first goal, didn't work. Tried it in the second goal, didn't work. So 20 minutes left. Derby start to become aggressive now. They're basically running through as many challenges as they can. And here's the counter attack. Bird from Masura. Mendes Leng back to Bird. Into Collins. And then Collins is going to play this in. And Masura is there to steer it beyond Cartwright to make it 2-1. Not ideal. We're giving up that goal. He just lifts that over Cartwright, who comes running out. And now they're going to pile forward. We know the pressure is on. We've got to remain resolute. Ivan Torres into Collins, into Bird. And then Max Bird. And a great save by Cartwright. Justification for picking him in the final. Then Conor Hourihan. 5 minutes left. Masura into Collins. On the turn. Into Hourihan. A low shot towards the near post. A wonderful save. Gilby's going to run this out with 2-1 up with less than a minute left to go. and across comes Aidy Boothroyd to take the ball off him. And now we are 3 minutes into stoppage time. We're begging for the whistle to go here. And look at this, Barquizan gets past the Gumbo. He's going to try and get the ball into the box. A great interception by Declan Drysdale. And here comes Will Smith. This is it. And Boothroyd saying, where's the final whistle? We're at 94 minutes. And the cross is going to come in. Absolute panic stations. There's the header. And Cartwright saves it. And the referee blows the final whistle. It is a 2-1 win in the final. And Stevenage fans can now celebrate. We can now celebrate. We have now gone into the second season, having won League 2 last season. We have now secured the Papa John's Trophy. Not a big deal in terms of, you know, the Premier League, Championship, stuff like that, in terms of tiered structure. But this is still a trophy for us. And we are we're trending in the right direction. And it is going to be Gianni who lifts the trophy. I left Reeves on as well, so he should be somewhere in the celebrations. There he is, behind him. Even though he was carrying a knock, I left Reeves on the field. I wanted him to be a part of the celebrations. A fantastic achievement for the boys. And as always, you guys can let me know in the comments what you think. I thought Boothroyd, we've done well to manage the season. And obviously, as we started to whittle down through till January, February, we really started to prioritise this competition. In some cases, we have had to sacrifice some league results, but not at the expense of, you know, being under threat from relegation or anything like that. So, you know, we basically established ourselves as a mid-table League One side without, you know, jeopardising our league position. And some of the acquisitions we've made have been tremendous. That's really going to push us on. As always, I'd like your feedback in the comments, so please leave me a comment. And that pretty much does it for today's episode. Alright guys, thanks for watching today. Now, if you are enjoying the series, consider watching more content by clicking on the playlist available at the end of this video. And I'll see you guys back here on the channel on Saturday, where we jump into the fixtures for April. This is our lad for Set Play Gaming. I will see you guys real soon.